How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with Hell Freezing Over. Because I saw this, and I'm like, I have to buy this. Because this just... Kasteel Brewing. It is their Nitro Barista chocolate-flavored Belgian malt beverage with natural flavors. Now, the Barista Quad, which is... This is playing off... This doesn't say quad on here. This is in malt beverage. They don't really speak to the word quad here, which has me kind of like... what are we dealing with here? But that beer is fantastic. I love the Barista Quad. It's basically a coffeed quad, chocolate coffee quad, and I dig that beer so much. It's been a while since I've reviewed it. I was gonna say even longer since I've had it, which is not possible in the way physics work on Earth. But I was passing through like a local bottle shop and I saw this in a 4-pack, and I said, "Oh man, this kind of has my interest peaked." It's 11%. It's based off of beer I really love, but it's a nitro version. I'm like, I really do not want to buy a 4-pack of these because the base bottle one, I think for a 4-pack of that is pushing $20. $10 a 4-pack of this. How is this possible? They have to be cutting corners. So I don't know. 11%. And the most interesting thing, which is almost kind of like brain shuddering horribleness, is everything on the back of this can is everything that Belgian beer is not. Which is, they want me to shake this can 3 times. They want me to do the nitro pour, which I can get down with. And then they say taste, but if you look, they're putting it, it looks like they're pouring it into like one of those boutique-y kind of beer can shaped glasses, which is like, you put the Belgian beer in one of the glasses in Belgium, I think you get arrested. It's in the Geneva Convention, I believe. My light's not working. I hate when my light doesn't work. You want to see? We'll watch this. Hold on, Massive Beer Review. Inside the Massive Beer Review studio. There you go. Working again. Yeah. I don't know what to think. I even grabbed this Duvel, my classic Duvel, because I was like, at least I'll show it a little bit of reverence. But they don't want me to, man. They just want me to treat it like shit. I'm trying to be funny. It might be tasty. I don't know. I'm going to reserve judgment for it. So watch this. This is how you pour nitro cans. You got to give that little push at the end. Gets the extra foam for you. It's a pro tip. Label-wise, it's pretty much the Barista Quad. But, in a can. Beer-wise, it had that kind of nitro vibe to it. It's not widget-based, so it's kind of that forced nitro. Otherwise, it would still have that cascading look to it. But it looks like a big, rich kind of Belgian-style beer. Belgian dark body, a nice creamy head, and a little bit bigger, more dense head than you expect. But it looks sort of the part. Yeah, it's good nose. Man, there's a lot of chocolate in this. Like, really confectionery chocolate. Wow. There is a little bit of coffee in here too, but it's very much like coffee ice cream coffee as opposed to coffee. So it's like a chocolate coffee ice cream kind of confectionery vibe in the nose. I'm not gonna say I hate it. I actually think it smells quite tasty. It smells nothing like a quad. It smells like just a pastry. Almost smells like a drink from Starbucks or something like that. Like one of their cold pressed kind of bottled mocha coffee kind of drinks. That's what it smells like. It smells like that way more than a beer, way more than a Belgian dark, way more than a quad. Now, again, they call malted beverage on here. They actually don't call it any kind of like quad or dark or anything like that on there. But it smells good as far as a dessert aspect goes. Ooh, I just bit my tongue. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, nothing there as far as like a rich malt character or anything. We're just going to dive in. Cheers. I mean, that's kind of how it comes off, too, in the taste. It comes off as this, like, very chocolate forward. Let's put it that way. I feel like the nitro is a bit of a gimmick here, because while it did have an initial kind of nitro kind of pop and pour, that nitro hasn't really. It's a soft mouthfeel, but it's not like nitro level mouthfeel. Now the head is very much a nitro head. You know, you take a sip, it kind of coats my mustache, kind of makes me think of nitro beer, but it lacks that kind of softness and super pillowiness that you come to expect from a nitro beer. It's not a quad. It's definitely like a malted beverage. It is what I said earlier. Is kind of like a less sweet, because it's sweet, but it's not that sweet. A less sweet version of a less sweet but alcoholic version of like those Starbucks kind of cold drinks. You know, a little less lactose, a little less sweet. Just really not what I love and know. You know what I mean? Kasteel. You know, the Donker. You know, so good. Gudendrak. You know. Good there, Gudendrak, right? Am I wrong on that? You know what I'm talking about, though. You know, the Rouge. You know? Man. Just tastes more like... It tastes like a malt beverage. It does. It's a malt... It's not alcohol pop. It's not your father's root beer. It's not that, but it has DNA of that in it. To where it's just like a tasty... It's like... You know, if I gave this to one of my like fruit drink friends, and by fruit drink friends I mean friends that drink like not necessarily like seltzers and stuff, but like, you know, like kind of, you know, alcoholic dessert drinks, stuff like that, I think they'd really dig it, you know. But as a beer, is what I remember from the Barista Quad and from the Donker and from the Rouge and those kind of beers. It's not the same thing. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually not made at the brewery. No, it says they make it there. Man, I don't know. I don't hate it as far as the beverage goes. I'm going to tell you that right now. I think it's tasty. I could actually see this working in a bunch of different levels. Like, let's put it this way. I would love to make, like, float, put some ice cream in this. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I could see this being the base for an actual mixed drink. Like, make a White Russian with this instead of milk. You know, I think that would be bonkers delicious. And I could see it being used in a couple different ways that are, like, you know, kind of like, you know, something interesting drink-wise. But as far as a beer, it's not really... It's a beer in a sense. You can kind of taste it's a malt beverage. The coffee comes through. The chocolate comes through in spades. The nitro is there for effect, more visually. A little bit kind of, you know, mouthfeel-wise. But it's really much all left in the head by the time you drink it. Or at least this dude does by the time he stops yapping. But it just misses, not just even a core beer, the core of like Belgian beer. You know, sure, Vanhonsebrouck is not a Trappist brewery, but they're in that wheelhouse as far as up there in my eyes. As far as, you know, Donker's a special beer for me. You know what I mean? And to see them produce something like this, I'm not gonna poop on them. It's pandemic times. You have to make money. I can see this selling a decent amount. It's almost like their version of an alcohol pop or a seltzer that kind of keeps the doors open. But to have such reverence and such, you know, love for that side of beer, which is what I got into beer through. I got in through the Belgian door, and have this. It's just weird. It's not. I won't go as far as sad, because again, like I said, COVID times. Whatever you want to do what you like. Yeah, it's just weird. Not tasty. Just weird. There you go. I don't know what else to say about it. Chocolate abounds, coffee there, nice mouthfeel, but not nitro level mouthfeel. More malt beverage than beer, let alone a dark or a quad. More desserty. It's very much more White Russian for me than it is a Belgian quad. And, throw a shot of Kahlua. You throw a shot of, what's that, Grand Marnier in here. And I think you're starting to mix with a drink that's going to knock people's socks off. Yeah, I take this, I throw some Grand Marnier and a little bit of Kahlua, and maybe a little bit of Bailey's, add a little bit of softness to it. I think this is a mixed drink that people are like, this is one of the best mixed drinks I've ever had, but it's just not beer at that point. So anyway, so there you go. Kind of disappointing. Not an untasty beverage, but just not what I expected. Not what I wanted. But fun nonetheless. And honestly, what did I expect for 10? It was 11. Sorry, it was $10.49 for the 4-pack. I think it was $11 after tax. So $11 4-pack of these. It is what it is. Done and done. There you go. Is it one of the better Belgian beers that I've had? I was like, no. Value and availability, $11. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like White Russians and Kahlua and creams, you will like this with coffee. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review down there. If you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massif. If you want to check me out doing a whole podcasting thing, hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully enjoying something you like drinking right now. Hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.